Hello, what's up Xerxes subscriber people? MikeDecisHere here, and I am in the finals for Xerxes tournament. I'm basically bringing you guys this video as a little... This is the semifinal match between myself and Coldfridge. Coldfridge actually went undefeated during the regular season. I only lost to him. I was my only official loss, and because I didn't get a finishing match, put me in 4th instead of 2nd, where I probably should have been, and it made me play him in the semis. So this was a really intense match, one of the most intense 4th gen matches I've had in a while, which is funny because it's a gimmick. But anyway, let's get started. Because my word starts with W, I gotta lead it off with Weavile. His word is Fridge, so he's gonna lead off with Fortress. I can't do Jack to Fortress because of Weavile, so I'm gonna switch out and go out to my Tentacruel, predicting Stealth Rock, as he does go for that. I thought he'd bring in a spin blocker, because Fridge G means Gengar, and his team is pretty stally, so I'm just going to go for Surf. He actually brings in Roserade. Predicting the Sleep Powder here, going to go out to Heracross. He does go for Sleep Powder, and he misses, which sucks, because I do have Mega Horn on this thing. I mean, Sleep Talk on this thing, and the Sleep Powder would have been nice, because this Gengar would have taken a Guts, maybe Guts boosted Mega Horn. But predicting the Disable here, I'm going to go out into my Weavile. The reason I know his moves is because we played before, and I have pretty damn good memory, so it's not scouting, it's just memory. But I'm going to go with Weavile and just Ice Punch Break Sub. He thinks I have Pursuit, so he's going to switch out immediately because he doesn't want to lose Gengar, and I can't do shit to Fortress. So going to go back out to Tentacruel to do whatever he wants to do. He's going to predict that very nicely, go out to Roserade. Once again, I'm predicting Sleep Powder, going to go right out to Heracross and just take it because I can. And now I have Guts, I have Sleep Talk. I'm going to hit Sleep Talk, hopefully get Mega Horn, which is what I want, because he's probably going to go back out to Gengar. But I get Rest. And I think I get Rest every time I use Sleep Talk, which is really unfortunate. But I'm going to go out to Empoleon, predicting Shadow Ball this time. And that's not going to do much, because Empoleon does have very nice natural bulk. Of course, Leftovers would have been nice, but whatever. Just going to go for my own rocks because the switch to Roserade is fairly obvious, and I don't really know what to bring in on this thing. I was thinking maybe he'd Leech Seed, but I can go out to Tentacruel, but I don't really want to risk that. But now that I see he definitely is going to go for it again, I'm going to go out to Tentacruel, and he actually switches out, goes out to Dragonite, and that kind of sucks. I don't really know what I'm going to do against this thing. I'm debating on going for Sludge Bomb, setting up Toxic Spikes is dumb because he does have that Roserade, but I decided in the end I'm just going to go for Rapid Spin, get rid of my own rocks, and see where I can go from there. I do get my Citrus Berry activated. I'm going to go out, and now I just really can't do anything with this Dragonite. I'm just going to go into Empoleon and try to fire off a Toxic, because I need this thing poisoned so it can slowly die a painful, horrible death. But unfortunately, I get paralyzed the first turn, which kind of sucks because then that means this Dragon Claw would not have gone off because he would have Heal Belled. And I know he is Heal Bell because he is a stall team, and if you're having Dragonite on the stall, then you better have Heal Bell. And he reveals he does have it. I go for Surf like an idiot. I should have just Toxic'd twice and force him to waste all of his Heal Bell PP. But I wasn't thinking clearly. He's going to go out to Roserade, predicting the Toxic, which I do believe I end up going for. And now predicting Leech Seed, I'm going to go out into Tentacruel, and I can get that nice little Liquid Ooze activated. And Liquid Ooze actually does a ton to Roserade. This must be like min HP Roserade or something. I figured he would use like max HP, max special. Or maybe Roserade's HP number is just low. I don't know. But he's going to go out to Dragonite, and Liquid Ooze is just going to kick it again. And it's going to get me back to, whoops, Skype opened, going to get me back up, get him down to a pretty good amount that I feel like I can bring out Weavile. And here I really wish I had Pursuit. I really wish I had Pursuit. There are so many times in this battle where I just like, I wanted to pursue things, and I couldn't. But he goes out to Empoleon, and that really sucks. I'm forced to use Ice Punch because I don't have Pursuit. And I can't do shit to Empoleon, so I gotta get the hell out. I'm gonna go out into Dragonite because my Dragonite cannot touch me with this Empoleon. I'm just gonna go for Dragon Claw because I'm predicting it to Roar, because I feel like every single Empoleon I've fought has Roar. and mine is the only one that doesn't. So before the finals, I gotta put that on. But roars me out to Weavile, derp. Gonna switch right back out to Dragonite. He predicts this goes to Fortress, but I am actually happy when out to Fortress because now I can start setting up, and his only attack move has to be Gyro Ball. So I'm just literally gonna start setting up Dragon Dances. I probably could have gotten to +5, which probably would have been allowed me to absolutely dominate his team, but at the time I didn't want to bring in Empoleon and just roaring me out. I figured I can get like a solid 2 or 3 hit KO, but I kind of played Dragonite poorly at this point. Here I see his item, it's Citrus Berry. That's a fairly obvious item, but I'm just going to roost up now, and I could probably just stall out Gyro Ball PP, but I'm just going to start setting up Dragon Dances, because seeing how much this does, unless he gets a crit, it's going to be like a 4-hit KO, but this whole time I predicted him to go out to Empoleon, and he's just not doing it. So at this point I'm just going to roost again, and he knows this now, so now he goes out to Empoleon. I should have Dragon Clawed here. It would have been a 2-hit KO, and I could have just dominated the rest of his team, but he makes a good play, and now this sucks. I get Dragon Claw, not going to kill. Definitely would have been a 2-hit KO. Should have just Dragon Clawed there. I knew he was going to switch. I knew it. I said in my head, roosting was dumb. But whatever. Hindsight's 20/20. And now he roars me out into Empoleon, to Weavile again, which is really frustrating. And at this point, I'm starting to realize that he literally cannot do anything to my Dragonite. So the only thing that's stopping him is roaring it out. So if I could last mon my Dragonite into something that I could set up on, then I might be good to go. At this point, Tentacruel is not doing jack. I'm just going to sack it. Crit did not matter, seeing how much it did before. Gonna go out to Weavile. I'm just basically going to pressure this thing out. I do not want it in the battle at all. So now I'm just going to set up Swords Dance, knowing Fortress is going to come in, and I'm gonna let him kill me. Now, at this point, I'm still debating on what Pokemon I want to set up on. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be Fortress, because don't think I'm gonna get that lucky. So, although Fortress would be the most perfect Pokemon to set up on, gonna go to Heracross, just gonna Sleep Talk, and I'm thinking maybe Gengar. My Dragonite is specially defensive. I do wake up that turn, which sucked, and I think I'm predicting Disable this turn, so I'm going to go out into Empoleon, and he's never used it. Oh, he did use it. There we go. I thought he wouldn't use it again, but because it's so risky. He probably should have Pain Splitted there, but whatever. I'm going to go out to Empoleon because I have to, and he's going to go back out to Roserade. I can't set up on Roserade because I have Sleep Powder, but I am going to set up my Rocks, and at this point, I'm thinking Empoleon's useless. I'm just going to sack it. I do get unlucky with some power hacks here, but honestly, it didn't matter. Empoleon was just going to die, and he's predicting a switch. I'm literally thinking now I'm just going to start sacking Pokemon. If my voice sucks, by the way, it's I have a cold, and allergies are just kicking my ass, but I apologize about the my voice. But anyway, Empoleon dies, and now I go out to Infernape. He's going to switch out, go into Fortress as Death Fodder, and I go for Fire Blast, and I miss. And now, here I'm thinking, okay, if I want to bring out his Gengar, I need to make it so he does not want to switch into his Dragonite, because I cannot have him switch into his Dragonite at all, ever. Otherwise, I'm screwed. So I'm just going to get to +6, and while it seems stupid that he has the Gengar, it's mainly me just luring him out into bringing out the Gengar, if that makes any sense. It's not like I'm doing this to be like, oh hey, I got this +6. No, I wanted him to bring this thing out, and now that it's out, I have 2 Pokemon left. I have Heracross and I have Dragonite. I need to make him want to stay in with Gengar, and I know that he will stay in with Gengar, with Heracross. So I'm just going to, I'm just going to stay in. And while resting there was dumb, I thought he was going to Shadow Ball. And, yeah, I don't know why I thought that. I'm going to Sleep Talk now. I get rest again. It's crap. I actually get screwed with this point. But, I predicted Disable. So I didn't want him to get the satisfaction of me Sleep Talking. But he ends up not going for it and just goes for Shadow Ball to finish me off, which is probably the smarter play just because then he would have not disabled Mega Horn. But out comes Dragonite, and this is it. This is like my Hail Mary. It's like 5-1 right now. And this is it. I got to set up. I'm going to basically get to +3. And I'm either baiting him to disable me in Dragon Dance or disable me for Roost. Either or is fine, but I'd rather have him disable me at Dragon Dance because then I could just set up on his ass all day. I mean, I could just attack him, but I'm not Dragon Clawing until he disables, or I predict him not to use Disable. And I'm going to Roost one more time, hoping he will just go for the Disable on my Roost, which is what I was thinking he would do the entire time. But, I am now, after this Roost I get up to full, I'm going to Dragon Claw because I feel like he's just going to start he's just going to spam Shadow Ball until he gets a special defense drop or something, and I can't wait for that. So I'm just going to go for Dragon Claw, break the sub, and this is basically where my my sweep starts, because now he realizes that he can't roar me out, which was his one only defense of stopping this Dragonite, and Dragon Claw is just going to absolutely wreck everything. So once I kill the Gengar, I start realizing, yes, last mounting this Dragonite was probably the smartest thing I've done in a long time. And I'm going to go for Dragon Claw. And because I know there's no Focus Sash, I know I can one-shot everything else on his team minus Empoleon, which is absolutely amazing because Dragonite's just going to absolutely destroy everything. Out comes Infernape. Infernape's going to die to a Dragon Claw. And at this point, he's like, crap, I can't do anything. And I was like, yep, I last modded this thing on purpose. And he's like, dough. But, now Empoleon comes out, and it's not like he could switch, because, I mean, he probably could have switched out to Roserade, which might have been the smartest thing for him to do. But, I don't know. It's a really tough call to figure out what to do. But now I'm just going to Dragon Claw this Empoleon to death after I Roost up, just so I can avoid getting a crit Surf, which would suck. And, yeah, this is basically the end. This was a really intense battle. I thought I was screwed for a good amount of time until I realized that Dragonite absolutely dominates his team. This Dragonite is so freaking boss. It just sweeps. I think I've had most of my wins because of this Dragonite. I had like 2 or 3 6-0s from this thing, and it's so great. But his last Pokemon's Dragonite. No way it's gonna survive to a +3 Dragon Claw, and that's gonna be the game. So great game, Fridge. I got the narrow 1-0 victory, and now moving on to the finals. So it's me against Kote, and you know, I'm sure we'll be bringing this to you guys soon. And I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. So, you know, give Xerxes that nice big old like button. And peace out, guys. Mike Deck is out of here. Later.